Hey everyone, broadcasting live from the apocalypse with an overview of Tech Tuesday. Honestly, no big deal. I know you might have missed yesterday because you were being chased up a flight of stairs by zombies. I myself got a small nibble in the afternoon and I kind of feel like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but I'm hoping I'll be all good and this will wear off by tomorrow. So why 3D models? 3D models gives kids the opportunity to share their learning. And now this is important, especially when we're talking about UDL, because we want to give not only multiple ways to represent the information, but we also want to give multiple ways to assess the information. And you'll see pretty soon here exactly what I'm talking about. So this here was a 3D model that was created in the third grade classroom. We went outside, we measured the planters that were outside, and then kids were instructed to create their own planter. And the big thing that they needed to remember, because we were introducing the concept here, is the wood on the outside is going to be the perimeter, the soil on the inside is going to be the area. They go ahead and put down the numbers representing the sides and then solving the problem. And then we would have kids actually creating their own problem. So what's going on here is kids are actually creating the curriculum that they're using to learn. This is another example that was done with fourth grade students, and what we started out with was, you're going to make a house with a yard and then the fence, and then we start having our conversations. Well, with the fence, would that be the perimeter? What would the grass be? Would the grass be the area? And then we start making estimates about how long these different sides would be, and then trying to solve them. And so what becomes unique about this is that kids would be having their own unique problems as they go through the learning process. This is a project that was made by a sixth grade student. Here they were instructed to include 3 details from what they had read that day. And now this is actually Mesopotamia, the land between 2 rivers. The soil in between the 2 rivers is fertile. That's why you see the crops. That's why you see the home, because that's where people lived. On the outside, it was actually dry. And then they began to construct canals. Something that I remember now is that the soil had actually, I think it was called, I can't remember what it was called, but it was stripped of its minerals. And so somehow all of that was captured in this 3D model that was created by a student. This one here represents Mohenjo-Daro. Mohenjo-Daro is the oldest civilization in ancient India, and the streets were straight and the houses were uniform, or the homes were uniform, and there was actually running water, and you can see the details that were captured here by that same student, or by a different student. Now in this project, the students were making bridges out of popsicle sticks. One of the students said, hey, can I make mine in Tinkercad instead of with popsicle sticks? And I said, well, you know, it might be kind of difficult to make it. And then the student said, no, there's popsicle sticks in there. And then sure enough, the student goes on, constructs a bridge that was pretty awesome and amazing. And now within the class, we have the learning represented through different modalities. We have it represented through 3D models, and then we also have kids constructing their own bridges, and it gives everybody the opportunity to shine. Now this project here is a part of the may-dos and the must-dos that kids had to do in the 6th grade class. One of their options was to create a 3D model. A student went on and created their own board game and shared it with the class. And then finally, these are some of my favorite examples. This was in the 7th grade classroom, and the kids had the option of either creating a traditional cell or creating a city with the parts that represent a cell. And so this is a city where all the different functions and parts of the city are represented within a cell. What do I mean? Well, check it out. The mayor's office would have been the nucleus. The fence would have been the cell wall. But the kids also had the option to create a traditional cell. And then on top of that, they could also construct them on their own at home, or they could construct them in the class with the materials that we have available. And again, it gives kids different opportunities to be able to share their learning and then also to take in the new learning. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, definitely reach out. But I gotta go because, yeah, I think the zombies are coming.